Hey, who's your pick for this week's Masters? Bryson or Tiger? Now, would you put your money on the big shiny new object on the PGA Tour, one who's bombing it farther than anybody's ever thought before? Or do you put it on Tiger, the experienced one, the one who's won 5 times there, the one who knows and has been playing there for 20 years? Stick with me. I'm going to show you how this relates to your practice of either doing more tax returns or adding something like a tax reduction advisory service to make your life a whole lot easier. Hi, my name is Maiewski, and I'm a managing director with Redwood Tax Specialists. So let's talk about the beast first. This is a guy who could hit it pretty long, had a pretty good record to begin with, but now he has really upped his workouts. He's changed his eating habits. He's focused on one thing, and that is just how far can I rip this ball? And then on the other hand, you've got Tiger. He's had multiple back surgeries, knee surgeries. He's had, he has to limit his playing time and his practice time. And he also has to coach golf and his daughter in soccer. So he's got a lot on his plate. So how does this relate to you? Let's compare Bryson's practice time to you doing more tax returns. So you can build a business that way. The problem is you have to do what? You have to do it in volume. So that's how Bryson does it. It's just over and over and over again in order to kind of continue to build this. Where you may be able to switch gears here and look more for something in the advisory service, say on the high-level tax reduction side. Now, if you can do it that way, here's what happens. You have to deal with less clients. You have to deal with less favorable clients, like the one who just likes to nickel and dime you for every little thing that's going on. And you bring more value to the clients, and here's the key. You bring in more recurring revenue, which adds significant profit to the practice. As we say in golf, it's drive for show and putt for dough. And at last year's Masters, Bryson was dead last in putting. So see, it doesn't matter how far you drive it, it's whether you can get it in the hole. Tiger, however, he really understands the nuances of these greens. He knows where to hit the ball. He knows where the best place to putt from. And listen, you don't win 82 times on the PGA Tour without having this skill down pat. So, and by the way, remember who won last year's Masters? Oh yeah, it was Tiger. Now he's still chasing those major records of 18 wins held by Jack. And somehow I have a feeling he wants to keep winning the big ones. So who do you think is the favorite at this year's Masters? Now, how can we make you the favorite of your high-end clients, your highly profitable business owners, and your other associates? The key is trying to figure out exactly what you can do to add more value to them as clients. You tell us about the relationship you have with just one of these clients. Are they paying over $150,000 a year in taxes? Are they paying more than $100,000 in capital gains each year? If they are, guess how they feel every time they have to sit down and write a check for their quarterly returns? Do you think it makes them feel good or make them feel worse? Well, we want to figure out a way that we can bring that to you so that they can start feeling better about the relationship they have with you as their advisor. If this sounds of interest, I will introduce you to the tax reduction CPA, Scott Fetishin. Scott will get on the phone with you, tell you exactly how this works, how to bring more recurring revenue to your practice. He will ask you about this particular client. You two can have a discussion about this. You can figure out what are the next steps. Scott will then go and do all the proposal work with his team. Bring that back to you, have another discussion with either you or you and your client, however you feel comfortable about doing that. This is how we read the greens. We have to know exactly what's going on. We have to invest many, many hours with other clients to understand how these particular strategies may work. Then we bring all that information back to you. We line you up. All you have to do is make a simple stroke right at the hole. Hey, I hope we can talk soon. We're all about, it's not about the amount of money that your client makes, it's about the amount of money that they get to keep.